Ray, thank you very much. Helga, everyone that's worked on this, thank you so very much. What a critical time. I bring you greetings from liberty-loving Utah. Many of our House and Senate delegation would be here. They are in session right now, fighting the good fight. Just yesterday, I report from Utah that our House and Senate passed Senate Joint Resolution 6. The people of Utah and all other states have the right to ignore and reject all unwarranted assumptions of power by other entities within its boundaries. Without this right, states would become mere administrative subdivisions of their intended servant, the federal government. If Utah accepts these inappropriate applications of power and continues to allow Congress to exercise unbridled authority, it surrenders its own form of government, its sovereign power, and its responsibility to its citizens. We stand with you in Utah. Know that your brothers and sisters in Utah stand with you. Know that there are liberty-loving Americans across the United States that stand with you. We are not alone. Today we find ourselves $13 trillion in debt for our children and our children's children. $105 trillion in unfunded obligations, all the money you've contributed for Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security all your life. There's not a penny there. There's an IOU stuck back in. And we also find ourselves overspending by $1.5 trillion a year. You know, there's some people in the United States that don't make that much money in a whole year. Most of our states and cities and individuals now find themselves in the monkey trap. You know what a monkey trap is, right? It's that narrow-necked jar. It's got an orange inside, and they reach into the orange and say, I'm not letting go. You can take me to the zoo or worse, but I'm not letting go of that orange. And I'm going to hang on to that no matter what it costs. And off we're going to the zoo right now because we're hanging on and we won't get out of that monkey trap. That's in our cities. That's in our counties. That's in our states. Right. Thomas Jefferson said, when all government, domestic and foreign, in little as in great things, shall be drawn to Washington as the center of all power, it will render powerless the checks provided of one government on another, and it will become as venal and oppressive as the government from which we separated. A pretty bright man once said, we can't solve our problems by using the same kind of thinking that we used when we created them. Albert Einstein also said the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. My friends, are you ready to stop the insanity? So how do we do this? This week we celebrate the 30th anniversary of the Miracle on Ice. You remember where you were? Ragtag bunch of kids in the height of the Cold War took on the evil empire Soviet Union and beat the crap out of them. I remember where I was. I remember jumping up and down in the streets. I remember exactly what I was doing. It seems to me that our system today is so much like playing a hockey game on a football field. The skates don't slide very well. The puck doesn't move around very well. And so the teams just line up and they beat each other over the head with sticks. One team gets the advantage, the other team calls in some free agents with bigger sticks and they whack them over the head. The fans go, this is pretty dumb. They're about to leave, and so you know what they do. They start throwing out free beer and hot dogs to the crowds to keep them from leaving. And never once do they think, you know what, if we just got back to the ice arena, this game might advance a little bit better. My friends, it's time to move the game back to the ice arena, which is our federalist constitutional system of government where we have strong, sovereign states that are the ultimate check and balance to an out-of-control federal government. Now, how do we do this? Courageous representatives will only come from courageous individuals. My friends, when we commit in our homes, when we sit down with our children, and we commit that we will not take government handouts in our community, when we commit in our homes personally that we will oppose any federal exercise of power never delegated to it by the Constitution, when we commit to become self-reliant and stick our hand in the monkey trap, when we commit to secure the blessings of liberty to our posterity, then we have the moral courage to demand that of our representatives. And until we do that, you know what they're going to do? They're going to stick their finger in the wind, see which way it's blowing. My friends, it is time for us to be the gale force wind. Will you commit today? Will you commit to teach 10 people in your sphere of influence? Will you commit to help them find 10 people in their sphere of influence? It starts with us. Will you commit to demand of your representatives that they reject and oppose any form of federal power that was not delegated to it by the Constitution? Will you commit today? This is the movement, this is the time, this is our opportunity, this is our legacy. We have a rendezvous with destiny. I'm Ken Ivory. I'm running for the Utah House of Representatives to secure the blessings of liberty for our posterity. Thank you very much.